A very warm welcome from St. Gallen, Switzerland for the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2017. St. Gallen, situated in the northeastern part of Switzerland. Some beautiful marketplaces in town, but we have the action coming from the Ice Sports Centre. So this is the final round robin game for all the teams. So let's take a look at the teams. The game between Sweden and Switzerland. It's Sweden at lead is Christopher Sundgren, Rasmus Vrana at second. Third player, Oscar Eriksson. And the skip, Nicholas Dean. So, Valentin Tanner, the lead for Switzerland. Peter de Screws, the skip and second player. Claudio Pat, the third. And Benoit Schwartz, the fourth player. The team's just preparing to take the ice. Here are the standings. Switzerland and Sweden already qualified for the semi-finals, just to determine who gets that #1 spot. Germany, Norway and Scotland all still with a chance of making the playoffs. You see Scotland taking on the Netherlands. Italy face Slovakia. Our feature game between Sweden and Switzerland. Austria face Russia. And over in Sheet E, Germany take on Norway. So, it'll be Sweden playing red, Switzerland yellow. And once again, I'm joined by Rona Howie for this matchup. And expect an exciting game, Rona.
Yeah, definitely. Both these teams have played really well all week, sitting top of the standings. So I think we'll see a great game of curling.
Poil large quand même.
C'est assez proche. Bien.
Yeah, this is our first look at Christopher Sundgren.
Rätt bra.
Lite vid. Linjen är perfekt.
Lite lång.
Bakom 10.
Ja, 10 bak 4.
Bak 4 minst.
Bak 4, bak 8.
Just trying to draw around top of the forefoot, drifts the back 8.
C'est quoi, 8?
8, 9.
So I'm not really sure how both teams will approach this game, Rona. Will they be quite aggressive and go for it, knowing that there's not really much at stake apart from that top spot?
Yeah, I think both teams will be very aggressive in this game. They'll go for it from the word go. Switzerland just drawing around to freeze onto the one of Sweden's at the back of the rings. And they played that nicely.
Borde vara bra. Kanske lite lös. Bra fart. Lite lös kanske.
Hänger lite för heljamma här.
So I'm just trying to draw around and sit on top of that Swiss counter. But it's come in top 4, which is nice there. Didn't completely bury. But it's still line shot.
Il est rentré dans le 4 pouces là.
Pierre de Cruz, the second player, but also skips this side, calls the game. It's a little bit different setup than the sort of standard skip calls the game and plays last rocks.
So Rasmus Rana, 23 years of age, just trying to draw around here and half check the stone. A pretty good result there. Makes it very difficult for Switzerland to remove that.
Yeah, there we see the rules of play for the round robin stages. 6 seconds minimum, 38 minutes thinking time, and 1 60-second time out.
Switzerland don't have last stone here, so they're just quite happy to try and draw another one into that pack.
Juste 5, 6.
And this one's looking very nice, just an inside edge of that red. Great shot.
Lovely shot.
Den nuddas ju bort i alla fall. Känns som vi behöver göra något åt det där nu. Kan sätta in den direkt också. Nuddar man den så gör det inte så mycket. Ja, träff fel tycker jag också. Ja, precis. 8 känns ändå som ett problem. Så ja, får vi bort. Tar man den för tunt dock, då känns det som att den här kanske bara liksom går förbi. Ja, även om du tar för tjockt är det säkert att du träffar den då. Ja, det tror jag. Ja, jo det måste den göra. Den är nästan helt fryst. Jo, men det den här är bättre och bara försöka smacka in. Ja. Jag vet inte, vad tycker du? Men tror du den träffar? Jag känner att den är ett problem. Den här kommer förmodligen att röra sig utåt och den här förmodligen går ditåt. Men...
So they're just discussing where they want to hit this top yellow.
Jag vill inte vara någon spets. I hope this turns out well.
Yeah, they are lying short, but they want to make sure that they'll be able to get in to score more than one at this end with last stone.
So fairly tight to the guard. Nips past. Removes one of the yellows, also a red.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that. It's opened everything up for them.
On t'a vu, c'est pas vite, hein. Finit pas beaucoup. Non. Il faut 14.
Allows Switzerland now to come in again and half check that red. Claudio Pat's 30 years of age. It's looking quite wide at the moment. Just came in nicely at the last bit. Perfect weight.
Är det meningen den slashen eller? Dubbla honom bakre.
A wee wry smile there, so he's happy.
Finit vraiment tard.
Den där nere, den tar den, men det är frågan om han får.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see this first end blanked, even though there's that many stones in play.
Yeah, Switzerland were just wanting that stone to curl half a stone more just to the inside of the red. But it still poses a problem.
Tredjedel, lite fart. Okej, typ där jag ser. Jag ser inte mer än en tredjedel. Okej, sätt den då. 70, 60, 70.
So we're just going to play the takeout on the wide yellow.
Yep, yep.
Well, I liked it to hit and run. I'm not surprised it didn't try and go underneath that.
Okay.
Do you agree with this call, Rona?
They looked at freezing the back one in the 4 foot, which I quite liked. I suppose for them, they don't have last stone, so they don't want to try and, or they don't want to lose a 2 or more here. So by playing this shot, they're certainly keeping it cleaner. Sweeping this one hard. Tight of line and missed everything in the house.
Där, då får de att spela den, men... Gillar du den?
De kommer ju kunna ligga 3 alltså.
Det är en liten tap på den här, får ner en frys där. Kolla.
Yeah, I quite like just a wee tap here. Yellow onto red and back, and the red sits at the top.
Ja. Nej, vi kan ju blästa det här också, smacka ner den där. Få ut den, ta nollan. Ja. Men det är risk att den gula stannar, men... Ja. Det är dock helt öppet, så det är, alltså en tap är ju inte, får vi ett, inte hela världen heller. Gör vi tappen bra så har vi bra chans på 2. Okej. Gör vi den. Jag tror jag gillar den. Vi har spåret också. Tappa lite grann.
The Swedish team communicate very well with each other to make sure everybody's very clear and happy with the decision.
Backline eller? Det viktigaste är vart den tar vägen. Halvträff. Vilka så? Bak 12. Ja, eller bara, ja, bak 8-12. 12 är bra. Ja. Nästan kämpa.
Yeah, so Oscar Eriksson just looking to control the red stone in on top of the yellow.
Just a tap back weight, but this is really pulling. I'm going to have to hold it.
Well, it's actually got a nice angle on it.
Yeah, just moved it enough.
Yeah, Super's having to go hard at this one. Trying to prolong its travel, hold it straight.
Yeah, both these teams have already qualified through to the semi-final stages, so they'll have the semi-final this evening. Great shot there from Benoit.
Yeah, straight away, Nicholas Adin, no questions asked, goes for the double, but over on sheet E, Germany versus Norway. Germany sitting 1 at the back 12. And skip Thomas Olsrud with a chance to score 2 in the first. It's a must-win game for Norway. nicely done by the skip. They pick up 2 and lead 2-0.
You see, Kenny, not just a must-win game for this championship, but also for their Olympic qualification to represent Norway.
Yeah, really important game.
Je pense que ça va curler. C'est quoi? C'est 12 pieds qu'il faut être complètement? J'aime bien le bord du bouton. Je pense qu'il faut pas moins pour l'instant.
Non.
Well, they just make it look so easy, don't they, Rona?
They
Tu
do.
peux jouer 13,5 là, 13-2.
You think your stones are quite well spread across the house. Difficult to lift a double, but Sweden certainly are masters at that.
In, c'est bien. In, ouais. In, oui.
7, 8. 8.
Just one guard in play, so Switzerland meant to draw behind. They can get behind perfectly. It may force Sweden to draw for 1.
Oui. Okay, fini. Go. Fini. Go.
Well, doesn't manage to tuck the inside edge. So I think Nicholas Sedin will just take a run at this. No.
Inget spelat här nu.
He's actually going to draw for 1.
He had a look and he wasn't happy with how much he could see. So, unusual call from Sweden.
Det känns lite äckligt.
I really can't see much from the hack.
Jag kan dra in också om ni hellre känner den, men har vi farten på auton så drar jag gärna.
Yeah, looking at that angle, it does suggest that this is the right call.
So that was a great shot from Switzerland to draw around and force Sweden to take their 1 here.
Well, sweeper's jumped on this one early. Just needs a piece of the 8-foot. And this is pulled up way short.
Yeah, as soon as he played it, he knew he was light. He called the sweeper on straight away.
Well, big mistake from Nicholas Sedin in the first end. So it's Switzerland who lead after the first.
Tu peux jouer à 12,5, 13 sur la première.
Quel côté?
L'autre.
Comme ça?
The second end, Switzerland versus Sweden in the final round robin game.
Regarde.
6.
Oh.
6 seul.
Juste mes pieds.
Seul. Vraiment seul.
Je pense que c'est vraiment bien.
Christopher Sundgren being asked for the corner guard. Well, that one did grab some debris. So maybe Nicholas Sedin's draw in the first end did catch something.
Surtout pas dedans. Hein.
Sois seul.
Je pense que ça s'arrête.
Non, 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 les gars, non, non.
C'est 3. Rien faire. Hein. Oh, pas dedans maintenant.
Sois seul.
Oh.
Très, très. Ouais, c'est bien.
So Switzerland just looking to put this one close to the rings.
Ligne, c'est bon. Ligne, c'est bon.
Keep it in the free guard zone. Nicely played.
Yeah, the lead position is so critical nowadays, Rona, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Stone positioning's vital. The skips have a game plan of how they're going to play the game, and it's how the leads position their stones dictates that. So it's just like that, perfect positioning.
Allez, on peut venir derrière, 8-9 si tu veux.
Oui, on met une deuxième garde. Hein.
Le truc, c'est lui, il roule. Un peu violent, je trouve, les gars.
Il roule sur quoi?
Sur Sébastien, comme ça.
Non, mais il est pas frisé, je crois.
C'est 14, ça.
Ah, ok.
9. Ok,
Ouais, 13,
un 13, je pense, c'est proche là.
13, ça s'arrête
13 nature, c'est ça.
Exact, ouais, exact.
J'ai du papier. Là. Même si je suis un peu ouvert à gauche, pas très grave.
So, this is Peter de Cruz.
9.
Je pense que c'est assez proche.
C'est assez seul.
Ligne un peu. Ligne, ouais.
Just selecting to come in on top of the two stones in the house. See the clock on the right hand side of the shot.
Seul.
Ligne, ouais.
8.
Oui. Ouais. Vraiment fort, ouais.
Ok,
Yep, 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 yep.
13.4. So 13.5 seconds to the button.
That was a great shot there.
Hi. Garden, they're fine.
Men Sweden have to move things about now. So just try and tap the red onto yellow.
Yep. Rent. Bra fart. Rent. Hack. Dryg hack. Rent. Wow. Få ut den ganska långt. Få ut den långt.
He'll move things around, doesn't really leave a double on the reds.
Yeah, that was a great result.
Yeah, left a nice pocket back of the button.
On peut enlever celle-là si tu veux. Hein.
Moi, j'aime bien ça.
Ideally, Switzerland would like to remove the top red and roll over.
Vitesse.
He was just asking the question of his player in the hack, of Peter de Cruz, to see if he could see it all.
Regarde comme ça. Si c'est dessus, tu dis.
Juste voir direction.
C'est un peu vite, c'est un peu vite.
Ouais. Ouais.
Ah ouais, ah ouais. Fort.
Allez, Gagnon.
So looking to try and get the inside edge of this.
Oh, sneaks past. But what it does do means that Nikos Lagadin could probably just come down and freeze that little pocket back of the button.
Just caught that slightly thinner than he'd wanted to. But the sweepers held it well past the guard. So they want just to freeze in this pocket. Sweepers keeping off it at the moment. It's got plenty weight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised they came that hand at the...
Maybe more options coming off that side, that they could roll off the top one or come into the back.
Tu peux rouler là par-dessus, c'est bien.
It just hung wide. There's the coach of the Swiss team. Coach's bench have got a good view of the sheet in front.
Attention.
Claudio Pat's just looking to hit and roll in. And he's made the pocket.
That's a great result. Just with covering the top of the tee now, it means that Sweden have to move that.
Moi je trouve bien.
Det eller spela den. Ligger rätt bra då. Bakom. Nej, kör den. Halv där är bra. Bakom deras ut på locket. Skulle du vicka gard för den vore nice.
So, Oscar Eriksson being asked to run this centre guard in. They feel that that's the danger stone.
Skär den.
Oh, well, moved things about and actually guarded their own counter, which was a good result.
Yeah, Nicholas Dean seems fairly happy with that one.
Même là, c'est bien.
Yeah, they're still trying to generate a 2 here. Fredrik Lindberg, the coach for Sweden. So if Switzerland fail to guard this, then Sweden have their second counter already guarded in the house. So this is a key shot from Switzerland. Sweeper standing back. You want to just half check that red, but it's not drawing. Pretty good result there.
Yeah, just managed to possibly cover the inside edge.
Hack! Vi får ut en gul, annars kommer de med garda och ligga 3.
So Oscar Eriksson being asked just to play the delicate takeout.
I'm just trying to get as tight past the guard as possible.
A nice shot, but doesn't manage to put something in for first or second.
Switzerland still need to be careful though.
Il voit quoi de ça?
They're looking to see.
Il a quelque chose au centre.
Un petit cœur!
Looking too much to conceive that red, whether Sweden could angle that across if they need to cover it.
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at the game between Scotland and Netherlands. And this is Kyle Smith drawing against 5 in the second end. Needs to be fully 4. And the line on this one looks very, very tight at the moment. So having to go hard for line. Backing off it now. Is this going to pull up in time? Oh, a really nice shot by the skip. In for the single point. Game saver there. So Scotland lead that one 1-0.
Switzerland are still discussing this shot. They're trying to weigh up the best options of how they can cover.
Devant la jaune. Exact.
Oh,
S'il fait ça, ça sera ouvert après.
Swiss support staff got their head in their hands. Oh dear, it's not a good sign. So they've looked to see if Sweden can see enough of that red to nick it over, but they don't think they could move 2 yellows with that, so they feel that the danger is coming in the centre, so they just want to put up a centre guard to block that way in.
Okay, 2, 3, 2, 1 parfaite.
2, 3.
Ligne parfaite.
Ok, 2.
Juste 2.
Juste 2.
Oh. Place,
So Switzerland are looking for quite a long guard here.
Mord la center, c'est parfait.
They want it just about halfway.
Ouais. Yep. Encore un peu. Ok, joué. Très bien.
Joué.
Yeah, that's what they've asked for, so we cover that way in.
Yeah, a couple of options for Sweden.
Yeah, there's the guard and the two reds in the house, so got the option to bring those into play.
Skulle den dra rejält så kan vi släppa upp på den också. Exakt. Så tjockt som möjligt på den, då kan man nästan få med båda.
So Germany trailing Norway.
Kommer nog dra lite på slutet skulle jag tro.
Germany already sitting one in the 1 foot, trying to get another one in there to level the game. Need this one to curl ever so slightly to the inside of that red. And well played. Have they managed to score 2? It's very tight. I think they'll get the measure out on this one. Yeah, they're going to go for a measure, so it's definitely 1, measuring for 2.
So Sweden there raised their red guard in, took one of the Swiss stones out the 4 foot, so Sweden lies second and third stone at the moment.
Je crois qu'il a rien direct là. Moi j'aime bien mettre une garde ici, mais.
So Kenny, Switzerland need to be very careful here because there's a lot of reds surrounding that one yellow.
Yeah, and they know Nicolas Sedin can play the spectacular, so just need to play it a little bit safe.
Ouais, il a juste ça, ouais. Juste ça. J'aime bien le laisser faire ça. On peut pas tout empêcher. 2 de nouveau.
So Switzerland just looking at all the options that Sweden have to get to that yellow. And they feel that the red on the left there, the short guard, wouldn't be able to be raised in.
Yeah, so here's the measure between Germany and Norway.
Yellow, it's 1 red.
So it is only a single point for Germany. They now trail 2-1.
Il faut que ça passe. Il faut qu'elle passe. Ouais, tout le long, les gars. Ouais. Tout le long.
So Switzerland just still looking for another guard. Block the way into that red Swedish stone.
Okay.
Med clearing kanske går, men då är det frågan om det ens... Ja, det känns som att skicka den här, den är närmast ändå.
Can you see what Nicholas is trying to look at here, Rona?
I initially looked to see if he could come through between those two yellows and just nick his red across, but he's saying no, it's too tight. So he's going to have to raise the yellow onto his reds. If he gets this right though, he can score a 3.
Sätta den på ganska tjock träff i alla fall så har vi någonting. Stickar du här, även om den rullar av så får vi 2 på den också. Ja. Sätta ner den där på en tjock träff så borde det vara.
And these are the shots Nicolas Sedin loves to play.
And then get the curve.
Bit of banter between the two teams. So the yellow guard is quite a long guard to raise. So he has to move the yellow guard and raise 2 reds to get the shot.
How close is he with this one? Oh, can't be far away. Well, he's rather unlucky, to be honest.
Easy one.
Just haired that red in the 8 foot. Just catches that top red. Does make contact with the yellow he was after. So it's Sweden 1, Switzerland 1 after 2 ends.
Halv meter i alla fall.
Never before in the history of the World Men's Curling Championship has the stage been so spectacular and the backdrop so electric. A never-before opportunity to watch the best of the best on ice and soak up everything else you love about Las Vegas, including the first ever 9-day pool party. Reserve your place in history now at LasVegasCurling.rocks. Las Vegas 2018, your curling oasis awaits.
Den här omgången ändå.
Ja, 8 månaders match utan hammar. Tio.
Han känns inte lång i alla fall.
Jag tycker ändå det känns helt okej. Lite kort.
Mellan. Linjen är okej. Hake. Haken är bra eller lite närmare. Kom igen.
So third end of this Gruyère European Curling Championship round robin matchup between Sweden and Switzerland.
Yep, so Switzerland now have last stone advantage at this end. So just drawing around the centre guard onto the 4 foot.
Tellement droit là.
Rent. Hack. Linjen är bra. Hack.
So both these teams have qualified for the semi-final stages, but it's important result in this game. Great shot there from Sweden. Important for both teams to win, because both want to go into the semi-final as top spot.
Yeah, there you see it. Only Switzerland and Sweden guaranteed their spot. Germany, Norway, Scotland, the other teams that could potentially make the semi-finals. So one of them teams won't make it. Rasmus Brana.
Working this one hard.
Well, dropped the weight. That one just pulled really hard.
So give Switzerland the opportunity to split the house. Lie to.
Mais moi je pense qu'il faut un vrai 13,5. Si fait 14, ça va avoir beaucoup balayé, ça va être 4, tu vois.
See that again, sweepers tried to hold it the whole way and just, this is not a happy boy.
And shows his disappointment there.
Plutôt Val devant.
6, c'est très bien. On veut exactement 6. 6. C'est encore assez large. Hein. Val.
Faudrait que ça cœur là. Ouais.
13-9. Ok, on va pas blesser.
Même hauteur.
They wanted this one level with their other one, but it's just sliding a wee bit further back. And Sweden love going for these cross-house doubles.
So let's see if he can make up for his error. Can he play the hit and roll, or even potentially the double? This one's not hanging around. Wow, great shot.
Yeah, great result there from Sweden. Didn't need any sweeping.
Normal.
Switzerland will try now and get the roll behind the centre guard. Just hit it on the nose.
Höga 10! Japp! Japp! 10! 10! Japp! Höga 10! Nej. Bra.
Yeah, so just trading blows, removing each other's stones. No one made the roll yet.
Juste 10 et demi. Il y a moins que toi. Un peu moins que toi.
Non. Là-bas, ouais.
Non.
Ouais.
Non. Ok, good. Joué. Benoît,
So just
toi
hit and roll out to the wing.
toi t'as 4-7.
Non, je crois que j'ai 4.
Moi je crois que j'ai tout.
Yeah, Oscar Eriksson.
On t'arme.
I think he'll just look for a nose hit out here. Doesn't want to roll in behind, because then it would be behind tee.
Yeah.
So accurate, the takeout weights. Yeah, we're going to take a look at the Scotland-Netherlands game now. And this time it's Jaap van Dorp who's facing a handful of stones. So can he draw the 4 foot for a single point? Sweepers up and down on this one. Can't be that far away with the weight. Yeah, holds his nerve, drops that one onto the button and levels the score.
Lekker. Lekker boys. Prima. Ja, gewoon prima eind. Goed uitgespeeld zo denk ik.
Höga 8! Ja.
Sweden trying for the hit and roll, but just didn't quite make it far enough across.
Hein?
Toi, t'as bien curlé, hein?
Ça?
10 et demi, ouais.
Ça c'est plus au milieu que moi.
Ok.
Moi je trouve ça curle là.
Oui.
Yeah, and there you see Peter de Cruz.
10 et demi hein. C'est mis. C'est mis.
Wow.
Attention.
10.
Wow.
Ouais plus.
Tiens.
Wow.
Tiens. Ouais, yep. Oh, je peux dire non.
Ok. Joué.
So just hit and roll back out to the wing.
Samma träff.
Sweden don't really want to nose this because then it's easier for Switzerland to hit and run in blank. They would quite like to roll behind the centre guard, even though it'll be back tee. It may force Switzerland to have to draw for one.
Yeah, need to hit and hang around though. Has he made the roll? He has.
Perfect. So that's where they have to make the call. If he can not see any of it, then he's going to have to draw for one.
Should be able to come down there at controlled takeout. Push the red through.
Yeah, fantastic shot from Nicolas Edin.
Tu dis ça? Ouais, non, roulez, dehors. Ah, c'est le draw là?
Non, roulez dehors, en 11.
Yeah, just check out in the background there. There's Nicolas Edin applying some strapping to his knee, so maybe a little bit concerning for Team Sweden.
Especially with a semi-final tonight to play. He seems to be very good at doing it himself.
Yeah, so that's the final stone of the third end.
It's taken a long time to come. Has he caught it? No, he hasn't.
Well, slips right past. And it's a steal for Sweden.
He could have just drawn for his one there, but obviously felt he could see enough from the hack to tap it back.
Ska vi nog inte köra. Då är det lång.
På känsla. Håll linje. Då ska vi inte sopa. Bara stanna, jag tror. Bara stanna. Högt och bra. Håll i. Fjärde, vi kan nästan dra in nästa också.
So there's the scoreboard. A couple of steals. One for Switzerland and one for Sweden. It's Sweden leading 2-1.
C'est très large même. C'est très large.
C'est vraiment large. Faut que ça curle, Ben.
Attends, c'est large. Juste à la fin.
Switzerland will want to redeem themselves here and try and build up a 2, so putting up the corner guard.
Lite vidare.
Ganska nära. Ja, linje. Bra linje, så försöker ta det framför. Risk över Karl nu, men. Nästan in. Nej då, nära. Kalles det in. Risk över, men. Jag tror bara stanna, den är bra. Jag slutar Karl över linjen också. Fint, vad skönt.
Yeah, good centre guard there.
De ser ut att kalla över, men sen händer inte så mycket för
Both these teams know each other so well. They play each other a lot throughout the season and the tour events. And both of them will be representing their countries at the Olympics in February.
85% for Valentin Tanner.
Non, attends. Oh, attends. Non.
He just wants to sit on top of this red, not bounce off it. That's a great shot.
Jag gillar frysen, ja. Eller den. Ja.
Rasmus Rana, 86% for the tournament, so very steady second player.
Försöka komma lite kort om den eller få insida. Just nu är den inte insida. Nej, vi kan vänta.
He just wants to sit on top of this as well. Oh, just scrapes past the guard. Great shot there.
14-2 har jag på den där.
So Switzerland really feel now they need to clear the front. They've got last stone. Can't afford to lose another shot at this end, so clear open the front. Peter de Gru's tournament accuracy of 87%. So very good.
So you see Germany trailing Norway, and this is Alexander Baumann's final stone. Norway have the hammer in this third end. Let's see if Alexander can swing one round in and pick up a steal. Super really working hard on this one. That's going to pull up short. Look at the angles. That looks like Germany are sitting one. So will Norway just decide to quietly come down and push that yellow onto the red?
Or can he see enough of the red just to nick it out and lie to?
Yeah, we'll come back to that. Back with the feature game between Switzerland and Sweden.
So Switzerland just keeping the front clear. Sweden know the angles in the head are good for them to remove later on the stones in play. So just want to replace it with the guard. Great shooting percentages from Oscar Eriksson, 88% for the third player.
Yeah, and the difficulty of some of the shots these guys play is pretty high as well. So that's really good shooting. As we take a look at Germany-Norway again. Looking at the ice given, it looks like they're going to come down at a sort of battering weight, maybe push the yellow onto the red and try and score two.
J'aime bien 10. Oui, moi aussi. 10, fais juste ça.
So final stone for Thomas Olsrud. Christopher Sva just on the right swooping. Both of them in it now. Have they got the weight? Have they got past the top one? I don't think they have. That looks like a steal of one. Norway not happy with that end. So that game all tied after 3 ends.
Mye treigere nå. Det var
Yeah, an awful lot at stake for Team Norway, a very experienced team. But they have to finish in the top 4 here to represent Norway in the Olympic Games. Otherwise, they'll have to go back and play a playoff in Norway.
Well, Oscar Eriksson slashing the 2 yellows out of play.
So Switzerland still have the opportunity now to come round this guard and try and half check the red counter. And Claudio Paz, 84% for the tournament so far. It can be demoralising, can't it, Kenny? Switzerland had a couple of situations where they've lain two, but Sweden just seem to come in and remove them both. He's just come up slightly short there. It's not easy for Sweden to remove.
Frågan hur vi lägger dit den bara. Känns som samma hand. Får lite curl och det kan ju bli lite halväckligt. Men de måste ändå ner mot 10 så. Helst kanske ha precis ett hål som han rundar här så man kan komma åt hans skotte. Exakt. Alltså, även om jag lägger den där så är den ju bra. Eller så drar vi en på T-line här. Ja, T-line bak 4. Han får ju lite antingen eller, men det är klart, missar han den någonsin, då ligger vi ju helgardad där. Jag tänker, smackar han den och den här rullar lite för långt, då drar vi en till sen. Ja, exakt. Gäller bara en bra skott där så vi kan göra en till.
Sheet 8.
Problemet, vi måste täcka rätt
Scotland.
liksom, som du säger, men då täcker vi även hålet.
The Netherlands all level. Kyle Smith needs full 12. Played this similar draw against 5 in the second end. So knows the line, knows the weight. Yep, does enough to score 2. They now lead 3-1 after 4 ends.
Tror han så? Tror lite mer. Jag tror det kommer köra lite mer där ute. Kan dra andra handen också om ni gillar det.
Having a big discussion here about the best place to put this second stone. They looked at guarding the yellow so that Switzerland couldn't raise it. Now decided to bring a second counter into the T-line.
Lite trögare där ute, antar jag. Ja, bak 4, okej. Han får ju frysa då, men vi ligger skotte så att...
Det känns som du kommer gå lite utanför det fullätta.
Ja. Det går en fot utanför det. Ja. I alla fall på slutet får den vara med. Men sen när det kommer in i bot borde det gå lätt igen. Ja.
Yeah, I thought they might have had a go at going after that yellow, but I feel it's just tucked enough in that they can't get to the inside of the nose.
Yeah, if they can put this on the T-line, it forces Switzerland about when they're 2 against.
Bajta T-line. Bajta T-line. Inte längre än bajta T-line.
Yeah, make a nice draw into the 4. It's going to be very difficult for Switzerland now to score 2.
J'aime bien milieu du 8.
Just really needs to come in and tap that red that Nicholas has just played back a couple of inches.
Si on arrive juste à la sortie, ouais, bien sûr. Ouais.
Juste là, ouais, pas plus.
La pousser ici, tu dis.
Ah ouais.
Ouais. Bon, je pense qu'on veut prendre 3 quarts.
Surtout pas plus, hein.
3 quarts.
Ouais.
Ça sera quand même pas mal plus lent, là. Vitesse, ça.
Ma 10, là, ça curlait beaucoup, ça. Ça finit pas mal, là.
So,
joue 9, 10.
Switzerland electing to come the opposite handle.
13,5. Ouais, c'est parfait.
Benoit Schwartz. 82% for the accuracy of the tournament. This one looks to have over-curled.
Way light for weight.
Well, that's 2 stones that he's played a draw with. I'm not sure if it's the same stone, but it's came up way short.
Kallar så pass mycket så han kan ju få stöd om han lämnar hål, men det finns ju bara för 1 så att det är ju ganska ofarligt. Här känns som en optimal gard. Jag tror jag lirar en... Lirar den anden eller? Eller gillar du den? Ja, jag gillar innan tror jag. Lite mindre än mitt 12 så sätter jag dit den lite mer. Ja, så mitt i hålet som möjligt. Han har egentligen ingenting där.
Nästan bajta linan, behöver inte riktigt bajta linan.
Sweden's stone placement really has been exceptional in this game.
Yeah, where's the perfect spot with this one, Rona?
Well, the only shot really that Switzerland have is the draw in there, so if Sweden can block that, probably just sitting top 12 would be a good result. So Nicholas Edin, 81% for the tournament.
Bara kreppa.
The line spot's important here. It's a wee bit shorter than they wanted to be, but as long as it blocks the line in for the draw for Switzerland.
Yeah, I would have thought he would have put another one right in on top.
Je pense que c'est même un bon 3/4 à mon avis. 3/4 c'est vraiment proche. On veut prendre un quart de ça.
I think the fact that he's line 2 as well, as long as he blocked that draw in, so he was hoping to go 12 foot. Certainly doesn't leave Switzerland an easy shot here to get one.
Tu vas vite, hein? Tu vas vite, hein?
So it looks like they're going to try and angle this yellow. Big shot for Benoit Schwartz with his final stone of the fourth. Can he get something out of this? Well, ended up nearly getting a single point. So it's a steal of one to Sweden. Wasn't far away at all.
It wasn't, and at least he removed one against him.
You see it just pushes yellow onto the other yellow, and it takes one of the reds away. But it's a steal of one for Sweden. They now lead 3-1 after 4.
Never before in the history of the World Men's Curling Championship has the stage been so spectacular and the backdrop so electric. A never-before opportunity to watch the best of the best on ice and soak up everything else you love about Las Vegas, including the first ever 9-day pool party. Reserve your place in history now at LasVegasCurling.rocks. Las Vegas 2018, your curling oasis awaits.
Linje. Dubbelskip.
Into the fourth end. Sweden in a commanding position. They lead 3-1.
Wait.
Un poil plus speed, je pense.
Je veux qu'elle soit écartée.
Okay.
So what's the game plan now for Switzerland, Rona? Being trailing by 2. Well, into the fifth end.
Yeah, they really need to try and build up a 2 at this end to get it back to all square.
Okay, it's good.
Sweden's stone positioning has been first class in this game, and Switzerland have just made a few errors, which has allowed Sweden to capitalise on those. And Switzerland haven't lost a game this week. They've had 8 straight wins.
Yeah, Switzerland certainly have rode their luck at times.
Okay.
So just ignoring the 2 Swedish stones in the house and going to draw around the corner guard.
4, 5.
10, 4.
Ligne, ouais.
Oh.
Ligne, parfait. 10.
4.
Ligne, c'est bon.
Pets.
Et la place.
Claudio. Au revoir. 3, 4. Au revoir.
Allez, les gars, on y va.
Fini.
Allez. Les deux, on y va. Allez. Tout le monde. Ça casse.
Nice draw around the corner. So Sweden will just raise the corner guard, try and catch the one in the house. Just remove the guard.
So Peter de Cruz just going to be asked to throw up the corner guard once more. Cover that yellow stone in the 12 foot.
2 seul. Max 2. 1,5. Non, c'est ouvert. Ok.
10.
So here we see Germany versus Norway, all square. Let's get Thomas Olsrud. Nose hit for 2. Very important game, as we said, for Norway. They hit and have they stayed for 2? It looks like they have. Yep, so score of 2 for Norway. They lead again 4-2 after 4 ends.
Ok. C'est 6.
Oui.
Ouais.
6.
Ouais.
So Switzerland now making a play for the Swedish stones in the house, just at a tap back. Yep, there's several important games going on in the last round robin for the men's, and some very tense games going on today. It's looking good here for line.
Yeah, finds a nice spot, Rona. But you know, Sweden are so good at playing the defensive game once they're ahead.
Yeah, they're a very hard team to beat when they're ahead. So just trying to catch the inside of this yellow, but hits it on the nose. Nicholas is very good at forward planning, thinking of what shots he's going to be left with, and having stones out in the front that he can use to raise.
Comme ça? Ouais. Je pense que ça reste ça. Si on est assez bas, il prend une moitié, il n'y a pas de dos.
Ouais.
Vraiment 8, 9.
T'as vu, c'est aussi long au milieu, hein, quand même.
So Switzerland just working out where to put this second counter. They don't want to come in and tap their yellow onto red just now, because that'll leave a double for Sweden.
I'm going to go hard on the sweeping for this one to get it past that top red.
His weight looks good.
Well, we'd like to have sat third shot. I think the red at the top of the house on the centre line is probably sitting third.
Så tjockt som möjligt. Behöver nog inte så mycket fart. Det är mera att ta tjockt så att säga. Vanlig clearing titt. Den kan gå över, men får vi bara nugg så ligger vi i 3. Ja. Så tjockt som möjligt. Det andra har spelat den.
So Nicholas is just saying there's two options. They can raise that red of their own onto the yellow, or they can catch the yellow thin at big weight and maybe catch the back one.
80% ungefär.
Alltså 2/3 är nära också.
Räcker 2/3. Det är gränsfall, men det känns som den kommer ta den. Ja, dutta lite också, men det är inte så jävla lätt på den här isen. Stämmer. Ja, det känns som den. Ja.
De brukar curla lite efter träff också.
So, Oscar Eriksson, well,
they've decided not to go for the rate and play the big weight on this yellow.
Quite superb working out the angles, aren't they?
They are masters of it. And they spend that time deciding, talking, what's the best option, and they just play it to perfection.
Yeah, quite calm about it as well. They knew exactly where that was going to hit. Knew how the stones were going to react.
And that's where it does get demoralising when you're trying to set up an end and your opposition makes shots like that time and time again. So Switzerland just have to keep plugging away. This one looking slightly high for coming round the front red stone.
Yeah, so Sweden could ever just hit and roll underneath.
Vilka halvjämn då får han ju stagger och dra bakom, men han kommer kanske dra bak 4 oavsett. Så när vi går på, floppar vi bra eller lite för långt, då är vi inne på 4-foten. Ja. Vi sätter en flopp med en 10.
So only one yellow stone in the 4-foot area. It's wide open for Nicholas Edin. Just not managed to get anything going, the Swiss.
It's back to what we said at this level, stone placement's so important. This one pulling a wee bit. Is it going to hang about? Yep, still bites the back ring.
Yeah, so 5 counters in play for Sweden. Switzerland do have last stone advantage though.
And they do have cover that they can come round.
Oui, oui, bien sûr. Oui, tu veux être ici, peut-être à moitié.
Pas été roll pour ouvrir le milieu.
Le problème, c'est que ici, il fait slash, là, il fait enough.
Si on est derrière, il fait le roll back. Il faut encore venir derrière.
He wants to try and create the biggest distance between any of the red stones.
Il va faire un freeze, je pense. Peut-être.
Because he knows Sweden will just raise their own.
Yeah, so we're up on to the matchup between Scotland and the Netherlands. Scotland leading 3-1. Jaap van Dorp having to draw just a little bit better than fully 8-foot for a single in the 5th. Is this one going to pull up? Yeah, it is. So score as they head into the break, it's Scotland 3, Netherlands 2. skip stones in this feature matchup though. Switzerland need to try and get some cover with this yellow stone.
Just tight of line. Sweepers tried to hold it and just caught the top red.
Helst inte dutta någonting.
Ja, men dutta precis. Ja, i och för sig då är det bara en klyka.
Ja, vickar vi dit. Det hållet är inte roligt att dra, ska han dra ännu längre ut.
Sweden could ever make a nose hit. This is going to be very, very difficult for Switzerland to get in for a single point.
Spela chapp. Vicka hit, det blir inte lättare för honom. Och slå.
You know, it's not just a straight hit. Sweden are weighing up here absolutely the best option of where they want this stone to finish, to make it as hard as possible.
Även om du bara vickar dit, så det är en halvsteg klyka. Jag tror inte han kan slå. Nej. Självvet.
Yes, jag tror en normal. Hade du någon på förra?
10-3.
Ja. Det är bara att släppa det. Vicka normal. Vicka bara en sten inåt så har han typ inget annat än att dra in i hålet där. Eller gå vitt på innan så. Du kan vicka en sten.
Normal! Låga 9!
So just looking for a nose hit.
We talked about just punching his other red.
Well, playing the hit and roll over, what that does do is leaves a bigger area for Benoit Schwartz to throw the draw to. I thought they would have held that one on the nose.
Sweden are 3-1 up in this game, so if they can force Switzerland to take their win here, they'll be happy with that. Obviously, if they can steal, they'll be even happier, but a force of one's good here from Sweden. So, time clock on this one. Sweepers on it very early. They must think it's needing it for weight.
This looks short to me, Rona.
Yeah, 14.5 hog to hog, so.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Switzerland. Yep, I think that's confirmed. Yep, so Sweden pick up 5 as they head into the break. So it's going to be 8-1 in Sweden's favour. So at the break, 8-1. First end, and Nicholas Adin was forced to draw with his last rock. This one was way, way short. So it was a steal of 1 for Switzerland. Second end. Here you see Nicholas Adin trying the angle raise. Drives the yellow, catches the top red, but do enough to score the single point.
1 red.
Third end. Benoit Schwartz attempted to play the hit and run and blank the end. This one slips right past, and a steal of 1 for Sweden. Fourth end. This time, Sweden sitting 1. Benoit Schwartz trying the angle. drive the yellow back onto the yellow. Nearly got 2 though. But at the break, it's Sweden 3, Switzerland 1. So a live update from Sheet E. Alexander Berman throwing the draw. Just needs to be fully 8 foot for the single point.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that one's made. So a 1 for Germany. They now trail 4-3 after 5 ends.
Si on va jusqu'à la fin? Même pas.
Det kom ju upp. Det var ju riktigt trögt det andra mot norskarna. Det blev ju värre.
Får jag bara säga ni, det här är väl det pass som är absolut så.
Ouais, justement, tu veux gagner, change, je pense.
Ah non, on se casse, précis. Ouais, mais moi, je sais pas si on peut, hein. Si, si.
Je vais demander.
Ouais, demande quand même, parce que... Tu veux jouer pour moi?
So here's the scores elsewhere. Scotland 3-2 ahead of the Netherlands. Slovakia surprising Italy. They're 6-3 up in the 6th end. Our feature game, Sweden 8-1 ahead of Switzerland. Russia 7-4. They lead Austria. And Norway, very tight affair against Germany. They lead 4-3. So here's the stats. Not a poor game by any means. Switzerland shooting 79 as opposed to Sweden's 86. And the big difference really is the hit percentages. Sweden up at 92 and Switzerland 75.
Sätter den på chapp så gör man... Topp 4! Ja. Try it. Insert. So you can throw the hardest steel.
Ja, competition. Jag kan behålla tejpen.
Han står väl lindad där bakom.
So back with the action in the 5th end. It was a score of 5 for Sweden. They now lead 8-1. And you may see that Nicholas Edin is absent from the ice. He was away seeking some medical attention on his knee at the break. He's just making his way back now. So I think Nicholas beginning to feel the pace of this week. It's a long week, lots of games.
It is, you know, 9 round-robin games and then potentially 2 playoff games, so 11 games in a short space of time puts pressure on your knee. They do have a 5th player on the bench that they can bring in if somebody is injured.
Yeah, I don't really think they'll want to change the lineup.
Well, if his knee was bothering him, he's certainly played very well in the first 5 ends with a sore knee. Valentin Tanner has had a great game at 95%. His lead for Switzerland. Just trying to put up a second guard here.
Yeah, this is going to be a really uphill struggle for Switzerland.
It is, and interestingly, they have last stone here, but they are putting up centre guards just to try and change the tactics around.
Rasmus Frana. Not overcomplicating things, just peeling one guard. So Peter de Cruz also not having a bad game at 85%.
Assez seul, vraiment de la place, Claudio. Attention. Ligne, c'est bien.
C'est seul, Benoît.
Ça s'arrête, hein.
Bougez.
Yeah, so no guards out front. Sweden got one top of the forefoot.
Bien, deux. Deux, assez seul.
Une bien.
Seul.
Poil large. Ah, ça va curler.
Switzerland just persevering, trying to put up some cover.
Yeah, 88% for Oscar.
Yeah, Sweden are a formidable outfit when they're up in a game. Can defend that lead very, very well.
Et toi, Benoît, peut-être. 2-3.
So, some really important games going on, Kenny, in the last round robin.
Yeah, it's great to see that every last game in this round robin counts.
Yeah, Scotland, Norway, Germany all still fighting for the 2 semi-final spots that remain. And then other countries are fighting to stay up in ranking and grab a place at the World Championships. The top 7 in ranking will automatically qualify for the Worlds, and the 8th place will play a challenge match against the winner of the B division that's being held alongside the A division this week.
C'est un peu plus qu'avant.
Ça s'arrête devant, je pense.
So Switzerland just persevering, hoping to force an error from Sweden.
Okay. Bien.
Nej. Risken är i och för sig att jag ligger kvar och tänker den, men... Nej, jag klipper det. Klipper. Ser clearingslinen funkar. Han drar väl här på sista. Ja.
Yeah, just going to elect to peel the guard off. They know that's the only danger stone for them.
So Nicholas Edin, 88% for this game. Had a very solid game.
Misstag att ligga kvar
Tu fais. Lève 10. Ouais, pitié, là, je vais 40.
Benoit Schwartz only 53% for this game. That's been a big difference from his tournament so far, winning 8 straight games and coming on having really not a good game.
Well, that one not going to do stats any favours.
40 piles.
Gillar du? Försöka ta bort den i alla fall.
Första tanken var att klippa en av dem.
Ja. Alltså, det ska ju mycket till att du nuddar den och inte får träff på den och att den stannar.
Ja, jag tror...
Snappa en 2 är fine liksom så.
Ja, testa den där klipp. Ja, så tror jag. Spelaren som att klippa den bakre där.
Nicholas thinks he can get rid of both of these.
Kanske finns en riktig kubbel. Jag tror inte det ska kunna gå att titta vart båda blir kvar.
Klipper bara en sida.
Oh! Ren!
Japp!
Well, that's a terrific shot by Nicholas Edin.
Shrugs of his shoulder. Ah, just all in a day's work.
Yeah, here you see it. Comes down. Just here's the top one, catches the second, removes everything from play.
Vite et demi.
Nettoie bien.
Pas large quand même.
Well, that's it for the game. And Nicholas Edin dishes out there. Right hammering of Switzerland there. 8-2 the final score. So Switzerland dropping their final game in the round robins. That means that Sweden will top the pile. Switzerland will finish second. Still all to play for between Germany, Norway and Scotland.
Never before in the history of the World Men's Curling Championship has the stage been so spectacular and the backdrop so electric. A never-before opportunity to watch the best of the best on ice and soak up everything else you love about Las Vegas, including the first ever 9-day pool party. Reserve your place in history now at LasVegasCurling.rocks. Las Vegas 2018, your curling oasis awaits.
Stages. So Alexander Baumann, skip for Team Germany.
Sauber. Hat viel Platz. Hat sehr viel Platz. Muss noch viel können. Viel können.
Just trying to draw something round to the back of the forefoot. Well, we have got to be very cautious with this, though. Can't afford to roll off and leave a double for.
Jag syns vi kan göra något sånt, pröva att skåra här då.
Alexander Baumann. Norway last stone advantage though.
Jeg liker ikke å fryse norsk. Bare hack. Det går ikke bananas her, altså.
So Thomas Olsrud, a 46-year-old, long-time skip of Team Norway, took over the mantle from Pal Trulson. And that one just rolls a little far.
Ja. Han sover. Sover 4, ja.
So this looks like Norway will be forced into trying to score their single point in the 6th end. Yep, makes the double. And no opportunity to score 2, so it will be just a straightforward draw, I expect. So this will be a clockwise rotation for Thomas Olsrud, and being a right-handed player.
Masse action I slippet. Masse action I slippet. Masse action I slippet. Se opp! Se opp, se opp, se opp, se opp, se opp!
So just keeping this one clean. Drawing against 2, but looks nice. Yeah, that's made. They extend their lead to 2 points once more. So a score of a single in the 6th means it's Norway 5, Germany 3.
Ja. Jeg tror vi må diskutere mellom standene deres. Jeg tror ikke vi bruker sånn tid på din. Hvis du vil dra vingen, så må du... Ja, vi har det. Ja, nå har vi surret det til.
So the score in this final round-robin game from the European Curling Championships from St. Gallen, Switzerland. Norway leading Germany 5-3. Ryan Sherrard, the Canadian, based now in Germany.
That's good.
really has been a great addition to this German side.
Fin linje. Ligger bra. Vi har litt plass. Linja er gul. Ja, gjerne bite senter. Vi trenger å kølle litt svar I så fall. Så lenge mye lenger ut. Okay.
So Haver Van Petersen, 33-year-old.
Yep. Hard! Ja! Ja, ja, ja! Drück, Mann, ey! Drück, 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 drück! Sitz.
They were attempting the double.
Zurück.
Redstone just drifted out of play. So Norway will look to remove the corner guard. Christopher Sva, second player for Norway. Most people know him as Bumpy. Makes the guard go away. This is Daniel Herberg for Germany. He's been to multiple European and World Championships.
Schön, Daniel. Gut.
No, we just need to be aware that that redstone's sitting out on the tee line. Don't want to drive the red back into it. Just bring the redstone into the house. Well, clears everything.
Har du klart, Torgeir? Med en gang så sparer vi masse tid nå.
So the only cover that Germany have to try and create something is to corner freeze the red out wide.
Okay, lassen. Okay, ist gut. Schön, Daniel.
So here's Torgen Ergaard.
Forsiktig svar, litt, bare litt. Ligger bra, ligger bra. Flott vel.
Off for the guard.
Hier. Oh, wart noch, Ryan. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Kip.
Yep, hard push over.
Oh, sweeping this one early.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Again.
Well, they were looking for the double on the reds.
Interesting.
Very close to getting it.
Yeah, so a take out for Manuel Walter. 79% for Thomas Olsrud. Well, a mistake from Thomas there. Should have been on that early, sweeping it. Just doesn't roll out of play.
I wanted that to bounce off the barrier, so it just stopped short.
80.
So a big game here for both teams. Olsrud needs to get into the top 4 to qualify himself to represent Norway at the Olympics, who have a spot, whereas Germany need to go to the Czech Republic first week in December to the Olympic qualifying event and try and grab one of the last 2 available spaces for the Olympics.
Linie ist gut. Linie ist gut. Brian, Achtung. Whoa, Ryan, yep.
He's looking good here.
Hold. It's good.
There should be enough space there, though, to push that red through. Norway must be a little bit tight for time because they're not hanging around. Well, has he managed to stick?
Oh.
Yeah, looks as though the yellow just spun in there.
Yeah, just biting the edge of the 12-foot. Final stone of this 7th end. Alexander Baumann just looking to pick the yellow stone out of play. Does it, and blanks the end. No score. They still trail by 2. So after 7, it's Norway 5, Germany 3.
Samme linje som for Hammer. Okay. Siv.
Oh, Havran Peterson. The lead for Norway. Throws that one back of the 4-foot. You've got to say that's a bit of a mistake, isn't it, Rona?
It is at this stage in the game. You know, that's exactly what Germany are wanting. They want stones back tee so they can freeze later in the end. He really wanted that to be top 4.
That's good, Ryan. That's good. Okay.
So good corner guard.
Ligger bra.
Yeah, you see Ryan Sherrard down at 57%. Harvard Van Peterson, lower than you'd expect to see him at 77.
Aldri så er risk for at du stopper rett foran. Da må vi helt ned hit, da. Bra spille. Bra fart. Har du noe preff på hvem vi tar seg? Inn eller out? Nei.
Ryan Sherrard. Looks like they've been asked for a corner guard the other side this time. So you see Norway not hanging around in between their shots, so they must have used a lot of time in the early part of the game.
Sweeping this one hard. Got it cleared okay.
Yeah, they're not too actually bad for time. Got just over 10 minutes, so see Germany 14 minutes, so they've got plenty of time on their hands.
I suppose Norway's thinking at this end they are just clearing and keeping it simple, so they can keep time for the last ends when it's really vital that they have the time to discuss shots at the business end of the game.
So there's stats at second. Daniel Herberg 89, Christopher Sva 77.
Bra satt begge de. Køler på vingene begge veier.
6-7.
So now Germany are going to try the draw around the one remaining corner guard that they have.
Ja, 7-8 ist okay, muss doch können, wenn er rein. Ja, ja, Mann, ja, hot, ja, ja.
Just rubbed off the top yellow, and it's actually ended up behind the corner guard.
Yeah, so just acknowledging that he was a little bit lucky there. Daniel Herberg, two Norwegian guys.
So Norway just trying to remove this red from the back of the house. That's a good result there. They didn't want to stay behind the corner guard to give something for Germany to freeze on.
Noah.
So Germany now choosing to remove the stone top of the tee. Could try and get a roll behind the corner guard.
Oh, nice roll.
Just doesn't fully bury, it gives Norway the opportunity to tap it back. And you see the stats for the thirds, fairly similar. Manuel Walter at 75 and Torger Nergard at 77. So. They want to roll this away from the corner. Yeah, lovely shot.
Yeah, a few too many yellow stones in play. But if Germany could play a hit and roll in behind the corner guard and put themselves in a strong position to try and score two. Well, that's not actually a bad result, because what they've done is they've pushed the two yellows in behind the corner guard. Might be able to use them at a later time in the end. So there is Russia and Austria. That game is all over. It's Russia 10-4 winners.
It's important here for Norway to keep their shooter in, Kenny, so that Germany can't use the back two counters to freeze against. Still looking at going for it though. Not much separating the skips. Thomas Ulsrud at 79% and Alexander Borman at 77%. Swiss team there looking on eagerly at this game, because it's likely now that Sweden taking the top spot, they will play the winner of this game in their semi-final.
Ein bisschen weniger können wir. Ja. Sauber, sauber, sauber. Ah, Länge ist nicht so lang. Genau, freeze, genau.
So good chance for Alexander Baumann to create two if he could freeze this little pocket.
Linie ist nicht schlecht. Ryan, genau, freeze. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, nicely played.
Yeah, good shot. So Norway want to really just follow him in and freeze on top of that. And lie two.
13-1 urørt. Pass at vi holder litt vinkelen utenom, altså. Ja. Det er T-line der, T-line bak der, ikke sant? Du ser jo den røde der. Ja. Nei. Det er parten som gjelder. Ja. Hva vil dere ha I forhold til den andre? Vil dere ha litt mer fart? Ja.
So an important shot here for Norway to position this right on top of that red German stone. They want to force Germany to draw for one.
Linje bra. Strøken linje. Hvor vi på fart?
Yeah, just looking to draw in on top of that red.
Quite high of line at the moment. Got it across the centre line.
Well, Super's jumped on this one really early. But finds a nice spot.
Yeah, it's not an easy double takeout for Germany to take both of those counters and lie two.
I'll let you see Nicholas Edin looking on.
Mit 3, ich glaube, da kommt es nicht zu viel. Die Draws kommen ja auch nicht zu viel.
Be interesting to see if he features in the rest of this tournament.
Mit 0.
Hopefully the medical team that he has with him will be able to sort his knee issue and hold him together for another couple of games this week.
So final stone of the Eighth end, Alexander Baumann just looking to play a nose hit for a single point. How's this one looking? Well, oh, has he done enough? I think he just has.
Yeah, the sweepers held that well.
So they're just having a look at them now to see which is shot.
Good sportsmanship there. Norway just kick it out a wee bit just to say, oh no, it's definitely ours. Unfortunately, it's on camera, however, you don't get away with that.
Yeah, so it's Germany picking up one. And they now trail by 5 shots to 4.
Never before in the history of the World Men's Curling Championship has the stage been so spectacular and the backdrop so electric. A never-before opportunity to watch the best of the best on ice and soak up everything else you love about Las Vegas, including the first ever 9-day pool party. Reserve your place in history now at LasVegasCurling.rocks. Las Vegas 2018, your curling oasis awaits.
So, 9th end of Germany versus Norway. Norway with the noses in front, 5-4.
So Norway will probably look to blank this end, take last stone advantage and one up into the 10th end. Just trying to tick the guard. Can't remove it from play, but can move it across to open up the centre.
Is that red going to touch the barrier? I think it is.
Just. So that will be replaced. So both skips just agreeing that they're happy that's where the stone was initially.
Ryan Sherrard. I look for this one to be really tight to the house.
Wunderbar, good run.
Yep, they want it behind the other one, and that's pretty perfect. So Norway going for the tick again.
Rent, easy, rent, yep, yep.
So sweeping this to hold the line, just to nick the red, not remove it from play. That's perfect.
Yeah, nice shot from Howard.
So Germany will still just continue to put up a second guard. That guard's quite a long one that's there.
Ryan curl.
So it's too early in the end to come round though. Just want a second guard.
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Oh, schön daneben.
They want a distance between the two guards to make it harder for Norway to lift a double.
Have they made it? Oh, just pushed it through the hole.
So Germany will just replace that long guard.
Mann ein bisschen. Mann hin. Hast drüber ist er. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, looking for good separation between the two red stones.
Good.
Lik vinkel, litt nærmere, så samme treffpunkt nå gjør den. Yep, wow, 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 wow. Nære, wow, yep.
Must be close. So do remove two reds, but they have left a yellow slightly off the centre line.
Drei ab. Daniel. Hier ab. Hier ab. Linie ist gut. Hier ab. Linie ist super.
So just want this where the skips brush is sitting at the moment.
That's good.
Yeah, well played. So Norway choose to ignore the two guards and come round. They feel that it's off the centre line.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at that. Thought they might have drove the guard into the two reds out wide and tried to spin it in.
They obviously feel they want to get round the guards first and put the pressure onto Germany. If Norway can score here, they would be happy, or blanket. This is looking pretty heavy at the moment. The last thing they want to do is put it back tee. Just stops on the tee line.
Yeah, it's about a foot too far, a couple of feet too far.
So Germany just want to come up to this yellow Norwegian stone and just tap it back a couple of inches.
Don't actually make contact with the yellow. So over on sheet A, an important game for Scotland. They need to pick up the win to progress to the semi-finals. They're leading 3-2. Again, a little bit of a strange call. I liked him to come around us. what you will see is most teams trying to run for home with last stone advantage.
Yeah, just wants to half check it. Pretty good result there. I suppose it's a catch-22. If Norway can score 2 at this end, they're really killing off the game with 1 end to go. And if they did lose a 1, they're still just peels playing the last end with the hammer. So he's probably trying to put the pressure on his opposition. As you say, most teams you would see peeling the guards at this stage. Well, Torger's 2 stones have put Norway in a nice position. 6 minutes left, or just under 7 minutes for Norway and 9 for Germany. So plenty time to play out the 10 ends. That's out of their 38 minutes thinking time that they get for the 10 ends. So Germany just going to hit this.
Yeah, I think they'll try and keep the shooting stone in play.
Oh, scrapes past the guard, what a shot.
Real nice shot, but the problem is the red out in the 8th hook is fully open. That's a relatively simple double.
Just comes past both guards there. Great result. Yeah, so Norway now have put themselves in a situation where they must make shots. The double's on here for Thomas Ulsrud.
It's pretty thin to hold the shooting stone though.
Oh, sweeping it hard.
Oh, sticks it perfect.
Fantastic shot. Never in doubt, you say. Cool as a cucumber. Because Germany don't want to lose a 2 at this end. They don't want to go 3 down. They really want to either force 1 or get a steal here.
I think they're looking to see if they can try and get to the back of the 4 foot or even off the red stone.
Ja, müssen ja an dem auch noch.
Yes, Norway's just completely covered by the guard. There's no way into that yellow at all. They could go for the draw around to the back of the 4 to lie short and force Norway to tap it back.
Dann nehmen wir den. Ja. Dann legen wir hier, gell? Ja. So reicht, oder? Noch ein bisschen mehr?
Well, looks like they're going to try and tap this red back that's just short.
He's trying to hit and roll off it. They obviously don't feel the draw's there to come right round that yellow counter to the back of the 4. Trying to catch this and roll over. And he plays it perfectly.
Doesn't manage to get a hide though.
Great shot.
Yeah, Thomas Olsrud will just look to try and blank this.
Sweepers held that well in, off, and unfortunately just sprung out into the open. He would have liked to have stayed behind cover there and forced Norway to draw for 1. They like it. That was a good shot. Last one of the 9th end, Thomas Olsrud wanting to hit and run, blank the end. And he's done just that. Perfect. So Norway lead 5-4 after 9 ends.
So let's take a look at Kyle Smith with his final stone in the 10th end. Just looking for a nose hit to close out the win. Needs to hold the shooter.
Come on.
Yeah, great shot by the skip. Secures a 2, and that means Scotland will progress into the semi-finals. So 5-2, they have defeated the Netherlands.
A happy team qualified through to tonight's semi-final. So the remaining semi-finalist place in the men's team is going to be one of these two, Norway or Germany. Norway tried the tick there, but unfortunately pushed it out of play, so it has to be replaced.
Drei. Ja, Mann, ja, das ist kurz. Ja, ja, ja. Komm, komm, komm.
Yeah, I want to get good separation.
Okay.
Look at them two red stones, they're pretty close together. Haber Van Petersen with a second attempt at the tick shot.
Real, easy. Yep, real. Snarere. Yep, yep, vi ser ute. Hard up. Hard.
Can't remove it from play, but can move it across the hill.
Oh, nicely played.
Great shot.
Yeah. Obviously didn't do his hair this morning, Rona.
What do you mean? That's the style. That's what it's supposed to be like. That's trendy. Come on, Kenny, get with the game. So this is where Germany want to put this guard close to the rings. So there's not an easy double peel for Norway.
Oh, slang. Okay, that's good. That's good. Good. Good.
Yeah, I think they'll pull this short one, but no, they're possibly going to go for the double. Nah, that's the danger stone is the one closest to the house. They've got to move it.
Rent. Yep. Rent, rent, rent. Yep, 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 yep. Bra Svan.
Okay, 4 ist okay, muss aber noch curlen. Hier ist okay, muss aber curlen. Wenn dann Ryan am Ende, yep. Ryan.
So I like him to come around this time.
Whoa. That's good, Daniel, good.
It is quite early in the end to come round when that guard's so high.
This is what we know so far. Switzerland, Sweden and Scotland have all qualified. Germany and Norway playing out for that last position. If Norway win, they would play Sweden. If Germany win, they would play Switzerland.
Yes, because it goes on their draw shots. So the ranking is determined. Oh, his badge is falling off. The ranking's determined by who beat who, and if you can't determine by who beat who, then it would go on the draw shot. But Scotland beat Norway, but Germany beat Scotland.
Genau, Sender.
So the semi-finals will be determined by whoever wins this game.
Ja, sieht nicht so lang aus. Achtung, der ist ganz gut. Der ist gut, der ist nicht lang. Yep, ja, right, yep. Hart, ja, Länge, ja. Komm, spring. No. Fest, no. Komm,
But not only is it qualification for the playoffs here, it's a vital game for Thomas Ulsrud and his team. The Norwegian Association have set the target that this team need to finish in the top 4 here to go to the Olympics. If they don't manage that, then they have to go back to Norway and play a playoff against Stefan Wallstad and his team in a best of 5 games. So this is a key game for Thomas Ulsrud, and I'm sure Stefan Wallstad will be watching with bated breath.
85 må du nok opp på. Rent. Vær med.
Doesn't make the double.
Just missed it, but took the guard, which was the key thing there. You can just see that red.
So close to making it.
So close, but yet so far.
Gleiche Höhe wie eben. Den ist gut. Daniel.
So this German team have had a good week here at the Europeans. They'll be heading off to the Czech Republic first week in December to try and qualify Germany for the Olympics. 2 spaces still to fill, the qualifying event.
Yeah, the Olympics really is the pinnacle for all these athletes now.
Yep, ren, ren, ren.
I'm just quite happy to peel the guard here. Yep, does that perfectly. Norway, I don't think will be too bothered. That stone of Germany's just in the 8 foot. It's, he could outdraw that by just drawing the 4 foot.
Okay.
So as a skip, you wouldn't be too worried right now.
Absolutely not, no. Especially Thomas Ulsrud, that's the shot he likes to play, is the draw. Whereas Alexander Baumann, he's probably someone who'd like to play a hit.
Yeah, all skips have their preferred shots, don't they? But of course they can play them all.
So Alexander Baumann right on top of the hog line with that one.
Right. Go hard, Ryan. Go, go, go. Hard.
Just trying to cover this red stone in the 8 foot.
No, no, no.
Well, it doesn't cover it.
But it's a tempting one because it's now a better centre guard for him to come round to the button. So
yeah, I think Norway, if they play the nose hit in this, you're pretty much guaranteeing that you've won the game.
yeah, because then Germany draw right round the other side to the button. Norway can use their own yellow to raise on to it.
Ja. Ikke sant? Let's do it.
So, really important shot for Thomas Ulsrud. Looking for a nose hit on the in turn. Very delicate touch he has.
They're sweeping this one really hard. Happy now.
Nicely played.
Great shot. So Germany just need to make this draw right round. They have their centre guard as cover. Thomas Ulsrud with a wee wry smile there. He's got 1 stone left to play to determine whether he qualifies at these European Championships and his Olympic destiny.
Yeah, it needs to be sitting short with this stone. This one looks fairly heavy, Rona.
The line looks good if it just starts to dig in now. Yep, he's not badly played at all. Great effort.
Yeah, really nice. But now you can see Thomas Ulsrud has a couple of choices. He can play the run in the yellow or just come down and sit against the red for the shot.
That one did sit down quite quickly in the end.
Yeah, he's played some important shots in his career, Thomas Olsrud, but I'm sure this is right up there with them other ones.
Absolutely, a lot at stake here. He's got so much experience, he's used to handling the pressure. So he needs to just catch half this yellow stone, angle it back onto the red. He doesn't need to stay. He is one up. So he doesn't, if he clears them all out the house, that's good enough. 93% in his hits for today, so you would like to think that's a good omen for this shot.
Must be close. Haha, made it.
Perfect.
And great shot by Thomas Olsrud. Doesn't give too much away with his facial expressions. They pick up the win 6-4.
Oh, a very happy
See you in
smile.
the Olympics, huh? Rematch in the Olympics, okay?
So, yeah, Thomas Olsrud saying good luck in the Olympic qualifications to Germany. Hopefully see it. So you can see what it means to these players qualifying for the Olympics. There's a lot of pressure on them.
There was. And you know, they've medalled here for the last 10 years, so it would have been a tragedy if they hadn't got in the top 4.
Yeah, so a very exciting game.
Ja. Ja, jeg følte at det var kleint. Det var...
So only one more game going on in the arena, and that's between Slovakia and Italy. Slovakia not managed to get a win yet. Could this be their day? Italy needing to score at least 3 to take it to an extra end or win in 10 ends. So just looking to throw up a centre guard, cover that red stone top of the forefoot. The real saving stone for Slovakia is that yellow one back of the forefoot at the moment.
Aby som nezažemoval ešte, vieš. Ako viem si to ukázať teoreticky, ale není tam dobrý double. No či nedojdem tam ešte. Vieš, odpísať aspoň ten jeden, ja tam dojdem. Na stred niekde zavátam, tam do zadných niekde, hej? Aj dozadu.
Slovakia just need to be careful here they don't bring a second counter in and leave a double on the yellows.
Corner freeze, ale... Dobre.
He could come in with his first and just half check the red top of the 4 and give him an option. Just got 1 minute left. Just plenty of time for his 2 stones. But the last thing he wants to do here is come off that top red, Kenny, and roll over and leave a double, but just a good shot there.
Yeah, although he's not setting shot, he's got some cover. And I think that's a match winner right there.
Yeah, Italy need 3 to level the game.
4 minuti. È l'ultimo? No, ne ha ancora 2. Un po' veloci, non get tan tempo. Sì, ma magari non dovevo pensare con l'ultimo. Dovevo giocare qua sicuramente. O get free, o roll. E sol freeze, che fa lo elo? C'è il rischio di far genda qualche
So where would you go if you were Italy with this one, Rona? Would you play the freeze on the back yellow?
Se fa pieno non si frega.
Yeah, he's got to look at how he can get 3, and that one at the top of the 4 is just second shot. So if he can come in just now, even half round that yellow or freeze the back yellow, he wants to lie 2. The only problem with freezing the back yellow, it gives Slovakia an easier shot to come in off and kill the end. So Slovakia looking for their first win of the week. Italy on 2 wins and 6 losses so far. So it's important for them. They're also, Italy are going to be going to the World qualifying, the Olympic qualifying event in Czech Republic in 2 weeks' time. So they've gained a lot of experience here this week.
Height! Height! Tira! Hard! Forte!
Or have they managed to hold it? Oh, it's drifting out.
Still counting, but it's not looking an easy situation to try and build a 3 out of
Tam do
this.
zadných, to je... On má, počkaj, čo má, Rambek má? Nesmie mu dať double, hej, radšej ho potom potiahni preč. Hej? Tam, hej.
Just 50 seconds remaining.
Nie, nesmiem byť krátky, hej, ako musím byť za tým mojím prvým žltým za každú cenu, hej.
I think if they just come up and even freeze that back red, it's enough to prevent a 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, not exactly in a major rush with 30 seconds on the clock.
Oh, that's plenty of time. He just needs to cross the tee line. There, 25 to spare. Doesn't want to upset his pre-shot routine. The line looks okay. The weight's there.
That's a nice shot.
Really screaming at his sweepers there to take it as far as they could.
I don't think there's a shot, Rona.
No, that double is...
Well, maybe if you drive the guard straight back onto the 2 yellows.
It's the only way he can get his 3rd counter in, and I mean both these yellows could go and miss that red. Slovakia just really needed to get that one up to freeze the back red.
Passare che sopra e torla. Sperare che questa la NES e che conta questo. Ramek non è.
They've got 1 minute 50 left, so they've got slightly longer to contemplate.
Però non so se questa...
Yeah, I think the only way of doing it would be driving the guard onto the yellow and hoping the yellow is the top of the 4-foot. He's just sweeping next to now. Smashes into the other yellow and springs up over the top. Might be able to even get 4 out of that one. But I think he's electing just to try and catch this really thin. picked up. Well, that just maybe sums things up for the Italians. Not too much going their way. It must have been very close, but Slovakia do pick up their first win of the championships. It would have been sad to see them not manage to pick up a win during the round robin. You can see the delight.
Yeah. First year in the A division, and that's their first win, so that's great.
Yeah, so final score in that one is Slovakia 9, Italy 5.
First place is Sweden. Second place is Switzerland. Third place is Scotland. Fourth place is Norway. The playoff games is...
But our feature game was finished early. Only 6 ends played. It was Sweden 8, Switzerland 2. Second end. And here is Nicholas Adin trying to drive the guard back in. Puts the yellow onto the red, and it was only enough for a single point.
One red.
Third end.
He doesn't think so, it seems.
That red stone at the back of the fort. It's tucked in behind a guard. Bemo Schwartz trying to hit and run and blank the end. This one just didn't curl enough. Drifted right through, and it was a steal for Sweden. Fifth end. And you see Bemo Schwartz facing 6 counters. This one was miles away, only managing to cut the score down to 5 for Sweden. Sixth end though, handshakes, there it is. And 8-2, Sweden were the winners as they progress into the semi-finals. So elsewhere, Scotland guaranteeing their spot in the semi-finals also with a 5-2 win over the Netherlands. Slovakia 9-5 over Italy. Our future game there was Sweden 8-2 winners over Switzerland. Russia 10-4 over Austria, and Norway also guaranteeing their spot in the semi-finals 6-4. So there you see, there are the standings after the round robin stages. Sweden will play Norway in one semi-final, and Switzerland will play Scotland in the other.
Well, Nicholas, congratulations. An awesome display of curling by yourself and the team there. You gained #1 spot in rankings. How important was it for you to go out there and gain that #1 spot today?
It was very important to play a good game before the playoffs, and we didn't get a good start, but we kept to it, and we played well offensively to gain those points, and they made a few mistakes that they normally don't do, but we're happy with that game.
And you seem to be struggling yourself with your knee out there. What happened?
Yeah, I've got a tendon behind my knee that is kind of popping out of its position, so it hasn't happened in 10 years, so I was kind of surprised, but that's actually kind of frustrating, but we got through this game, so I'll see how I can handle it now.
And what will you and your team do to relax today before the semi-final?
Have something to eat, talk about this game, talk about the game plan. We didn't have a good start this game, so we probably need to start the next one better.
Oh, good luck. Thank you.
So there you see, that's how the semi-finals will pan out. Scotland, Switzerland, Sweden, Norway. And you really couldn't pick a winner out of them 4 yet. So that's it from the final round robin game in the men's draw from St. Gallen, Switzerland. Sweden picking up the win to progress through to the semi-finals. So from Rona and myself, Kenny, thanks for listening.